Shalom. Give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makar Kodash, double honor to the apostles of the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as well as you confusion faces that bear witness with the scriptures. But you look like the other nations. Shalom. I'm just going to read Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 1. Get a few precepts from it. I'm gonna read the chapter real quick, Lord willing, and get a few precepts. Because I was just reading it today, man. It's a beautiful chapter, man. And the Lord, he's a mighty power, man. And Israel, man, we're gonna live forever, man. All right, we can't even just think about that, man. We're gonna live forever. All right, in the kingdom, man, we're gonna live forever, live in luxury. All right, living lavish, as they say, and righteous first and foremost, man. All right, so hey, the Lord, he's a great power, man, and Thwadi Yabashim Yahushua, for giving us his wisdom, man. All right, us hopeful elect, man. All right, because those that he loves, he's gonna give them that wisdom, man. All right, so I'm gonna start out and just read Sirach, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. All right, this Sirach chapter 1 and verse 1 says, "All wisdom cometh from the Lord, and is with him forever. Who can number the sand of the sea, and the drops of rain, and the days of eternity?" All right, who can number the days of eternity, man? Eternity is forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, man. All right, eternity is forever, man. I don't know I don't know any other way to say it. Eternity is forever, man. All right. It says, "Who can find out but eternity is forever, but hey, Yahweh, he knows how many days it is, It says, "Who can find out the height of heaven, and the breadth of the earth, and the deep, and wisdom?" Who can find out the height of heaven, man? But who can find out the height of heaven, and the width of the earth, and the deep, and the wisdom? Who can find all that out, man? Only Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he knows it all, man. All right, it says, "Wisdom have been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting." All right, hey, wisdom was the first thing ever created, man. All right. Verse 5 says, "The word of Yahweh Most High is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments." All right, the word of Yahweh Most High is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments, man. All right, it says that in Baruch 4:1, it says, "This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. But all that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die," man. All right, so hey, these laws, they endure forever, man. Read verse 5 again, says, "The word of Yahweh Most High is a fountain of wisdom." All right, so these scriptures, man, the Apocrypha, all right, the KJV 1611 Bible, man, all right, which contains the Apocrypha, all right, and the Old Testament and New Testament. All right, this is the wisdom. This is the fountain of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, this is his wisdom, man. This is everything he laid out for us. All right, to obtain and to grasp and to learn. All right, that's why it says, "Blessed is he that readeth," man. All right, so we gotta read the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, to get his wisdom, man. All right, we have to read, man. "Blessed is he that readeth." All right, but I'm gonna get Isaiah, yeah. or is it Jeremiah? And we just read this. We just brought this out yesterday at camp too. I think it's Jeremiah. Time. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 1. It says, the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, saying, thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book, man. All right. So the Lord, he told Jeremiah to write the words that he's speaking to him in a book, man. All right. So we got to read the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which is in a book, man. All right. People say, oh, it's just a book. No, this is not just a book. These are the words of the Most High, man. These are the words of Yahweh. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. All right, so hey, you want to know about the Lord. You want to know that you want to have the facts that He exists. You want to have the evidence that He exists, and you got to read the scriptures, man. All right, and you got to have faith, man. All right, even if because we can't see Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua right now, but you got to have faith. All right, I was going over this with one of the brothers. Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things that's not seen. All right. So having faith, that's the evidence of things not seen, man. You have the faith that it does exist. You got to have that faith, man. And faith is a gift, and not everybody is giving it. All right. But there's another one, definitely. Sirach. Is it 1 and 11? Lord willing to come back. But it pretty much is saying that that Yahweh. It says that He is. I can't believe I lost it. But or is it 11 and 13? Or is it 13 and 11? No, I can't find it right now, but just for the sake of time, but you gotta have faith, man. Faith in the Lord, that he because his name, the word Yahweh, man, the name Yahweh, it means He is, He exists, man. He to be. All right. So you gotta have that faith, man. All right. But verse 6, Sirach chapter 1 and 6 says, to whom have the root of wisdom been revealed, or who have known her wise counsel? Unto whom have the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who have understand her great experience? Who understands the let me read. It says, to whom have the root of wisdom been revealed, or who have known her wise counsels? Unto whom have the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who have understand her great experience? Who is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua dealing with ultimately? Who is He manifesting His wisdom to? Because He created wisdom. All right, so who is He giving this wisdom to? All right, He's giving this wisdom to the prophets, man. These secrets, these dark sayings, they're all given to the prophets, man. All right. This Amos chapter 3 verse 7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but He revealeth His secrets unto His servants, the prophets, man. All right. So He reveals the dark sayings. He reveals wisdom, the secret things. All right. Knowledge, man. Everything is given to the servants, the prophets. All right. Verse 8, it says, there is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon His throne, man. That's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. All right. He created her and saw her and numbered her and poured her out upon all His works. She is with all flesh according to His gift, and He hath given her to them that love Him. All right. All right. So He's giving wisdom to those that love Him, man. All right, and hey, if you don't have wisdom, the Lord, He doesn't love you. He's not dealing with you right now. All right, He's gonna destroy you, and then He'll have love for you on the other side, man, in the kingdom. All right, because in the kingdom, hey, we're gonna keep the laws automatically, man. Like how we breathe, that's how we're gonna be keeping the laws. All right, according to Jeremiah 31, man. All right, 31, Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. You can start there, but. Let me just back up what I said. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 28. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 28. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua loveth none, but him that dwelleth with wisdom, man. All right, so, hey, if you're not dwelling with the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which is the scriptures, man. All right, the scriptures, that's wisdom, man. All right, if you don't love the Lord, you don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, you don't love Him, obviously, and He don't love you, man, because He's not giving you the wisdom to have that fear of Him. All right, because the fear of the Lord, that's the beginning of wisdom, man. That's the root of wisdom. All right, so hey, if you don't have the wisdom of the scriptures, man, the Lord, He doesn't love you, man. All right. So you gotta wake up, man. Wake up and pray to the Lord that He give you wisdom, man. All right, because everything that you ask of Him, He gives it to you freely, man. All right, but you gotta humble down, and and just respect the order, man. All right, that it's somebody higher than you, man. All right, it's somebody that's controlling you ultimately, because the Lord, He controls evil and good. He controls everything, man. All right, He's the CEO of this whole universe. All right, He's running everything. He's pulling the strings. All right, everybody's like a walking string, man. All right, but this is verse 11. It says, "The fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness and a long life," man. All right, this prolongs your life, man. All right, because hey, the wicked, they think that they let me just get the scripture. The scripture said better. This book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, and verse 11, it says, "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which fear before Him, man." So we're fearing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and He sees it, man. All right, so hey, it surely is going to go well with those that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right. Verse 13, it says, "But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh Hashem Yahushua," man. All right, so hey, He's not going to prolong your days, man. All right, you're not going to live a long time, doing wicked. Even though it's not executed speedily, you may have sex with another man's wife, but it's not executed that same day. All right, but she might break down and just tell her man, and her man, the Lord put the spirit on the man to go out and find you and kill you. 2 weeks or a month from now, or a year, or 2 years, or 3 years, man. All right, so hey, though it's not executed speedily, man, it's gonna surely come, man. All right, your judgment is gonna come. Even for us, man. Things that we done in our past life. The Lord, He's gonna put us through that fire. Put us through trials and tribulations, man, because of things that we done in our past life. All right. So you gotta understand the Lord, then you're gonna understand His judgment, man. Everything is righteous, man, because He required that from the past. All right. Verse 13, I'm gonna read verse 12 again. It says, "The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart, and giveth joy and gladness and a long life. Whoso feareth the Lord, whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and shall find favor in the day of his death, man. All right, because the men of the Lord that do that the elders that have passed, you know, that taught the apostles, um, that taught Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramlab, and Apostle Rakar, all right, the apostles of Great Millstone, you know, those men, you know, they they was men of the Lord, man, but they died. They maybe die of old age. All right, those they're gonna find favor. All right, because they're gonna be beamed up. All right, the first ones to be beamed up. This is First Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 16. I think it's 15. Slocky. All right, it's 15. First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 15. This we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent him which are asleep. Yeah, Salakia. Verse 16 says, For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead and the Mashiach Yahweh Shai shall rise first, man. All right, so hey, they're gonna find that favor, man, being beamed up in the chariots first. Okay. And verse 14, back to Sirach chapter 1, verse 14 says, To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb, man. All right, it was created with the faithful in the womb, man. All right, and it says that in Jeremiah. All right, because, let me just get the scripture. Scripture said best. Jeremiah 1 and 5 says, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, man. All right, so the Lord, He already knows the spirit that He's put into your belly, man. He knew you before He formed you in the womb, man, because He knows the spirit that's in you, man. All right. So let me read that again. It says, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb, man. So it's predestined, you know, if you're going to serve the Lord or not, man. If you're going to believe or not, if you're going to have faith in the Lord or not, it's already predestined, and you really can't change it, man. All right, if you don't believe in the Lord now, hey, tough luck, man. All right, you SOL. All right, you shit out of luck, man. All right, verse 15 says, She hath built an everlasting foundation with men, and shall continue with their seed. To fear the Lord is full of wisdom, and filleth men with her fruits. She filleth all her house with things desirable, and the garners of her increase. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Wisdom raineth down skill and knowledge and of understanding, and exalted them to honor that hold her fast, man. All right, that crown, man. All right, it exalted them to honor, man. The Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, He's going to exalt those that have that wisdom, man. The elect, man. All right, being beamed up, having the strangers of our salvation, having everybody looking at the strangers of our salvations, man. All right, that's putting us on high, man. All right, and hey, finding out that you're an Israelite and increasing in wisdom and knowledge, man, that puts you on high even in the flesh, man. All right, because you're on a higher level than the rest of society. Thinking wise, your mind is on a higher level because, hey, we know the breakdowns of the scriptures, man. We know the doctrine, man. All right, we got the doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and it says, Verse 20 says, the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life, man. All right, so to fear the Lord, man, that's long life, man. You know, like it was saying, man, because if you don't fear the Lord, you're not gonna have a prolonged life. All right, because that judgment is gonna come to you, man. All right. It says in verse 21, it says, the fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. All right, the fear of the Lord driveth away sin, man. All right, because if you fear the Lord, you're going to be like, nah, I can't do it, man, because hey, you know the Lord, he can judge you for that, man. He can put you to death. All right, even if it might be 3 months from then, 6 months, a year, hey, the Lord, you going to be destined for death by committing sin, man. Especially after you know the knowledge, man. Those that willfully sin, man, it remains no more sacrifice. All right. But let me get a quick precept. All right, because hey, the fear of the Lord, that's long life, man. All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 43. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. All right, hey, and the beginning of immortality, man. The beginning, it says, 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 43, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. All right, hey, Jacob's trouble, that's going to be the end of this time, man. This of Esau's society. All right, and the beginning of immortality, man. All right, the beginning of Jacob's rulership, the kingdom, man, which is going to be forever, man. All right, like I said, you know, at the beginning of the video, man, hey, we're going to live forever, man. Immortal. Immortality, meaning, you know, we can't die, we can't get sick. You know, Israel, we're not going to be suffering from any of those things. We're going to be immortal. All right? Let that soak in, man. We're going to be immortal. All right? This is another precept. Sirach chapter 19 and verse 19. Sirach 19 and 19, it says, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do these things, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality, man. All right, we're going to receive that fruit of the tree of immortality, man. All right, getting in that kingdom, man, off the first fruits, man. All right, because all Israel is going to be saved, man. But hey, to not even taste death, you know, and reach the kingdom without even tasting death, man, that's sweet, man. All right, that's sweet. All right, it says, but the knowledge of the, read Sirach 19:19 again, it says, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality, man. All right, hey, that's what we destined for, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he created us to be immortal. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 23. It says, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai created man to be immortal, and made him to be an image of his own eternity. All right, hey, he made us to be like him, man, to live forever and ever and ever. All right, forever, ever, ever, ever. All right, and this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 3. It says, Salaki, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 13. Moreover, by the means of her, I shall obtain immortality. By the means of her, by the means of wisdom. All right. I shall obtain immortality and leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me, man. All right. Hey, in the kingdom, man, the elect, all right, we're going to be stars, so to speak. All right. You know, we're gonna have an everlasting memorial of us. All right, we're gonna have things written about us, man. All right. I'm gonna jump down to verse 17. It says, now when I consider these things in myself and ponder them in my heart, how that to be allied unto wisdom is immortality, man. All right, to obtain this wisdom, that's immortal. That's an immortal status, man. You know, having the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's immortality, man. All right. Hey, so if you don't want to be immortal, man. Hey, Esau, he got you wrapped up, man. And ultimately, Yahweh Shem Shah, he put the darkness on you. All right, he put that spirit of slumberness on you, man. All right, you can't get it, man. It's not for you. All right, and hey, and we don't care, man. All right, trust me. the hopeful elect don't care, man. All right, because it's only trying to wake up the elect. All right. Sirach chapter 1 verse 22. It says, "A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction. A patient man will bear for a time, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him." Right, man. So we can't be quick to wrath, man. Quick to anger. All right, we gotta be patient, you know, and sometimes just keep quiet, man, and then like the scriptures just said, man, you're gonna have that joy that sprung up in you. All right, after just hold your peace, man. All right. Let me read verse 23 again. Actually, 22. "A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction," man. All right. "A patient man will bear for a time, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him." All right. Yeah, you gotta have that patience, man. Then that joy is gonna spring up for you just holding your peace. You know, holding back that wrath, that flesh, really. All right. It says, "He will hide his words for a time, and the lips of many shall declare his wisdom," man. All right. They're gonna declare. They're gonna want your wisdom, man. You know, after you hold your peace for so long, they're gonna want you to spew out that wisdom again. All right. Verse 25, it says, "The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner," man. All right. You know, we're gonna by obtaining wisdom, you're gonna be able to understand dark sayings, man. All right. It says the parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom. All right. You know, that's another perk, man. All right. Let me get Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 5. It says, "A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall obtain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark saying," man. All right, hey, that's why we can understand Yahweh Shah when he wrote, man. All right, we can understand the scriptures pretty much because Yahweh Shah, he is the embodiment of the scriptures, man. All right, we can understand the dark sayings of the prophets, man. We can understand revelations, man, because hey, we have that wisdom, man. Wisdom, that's unlocking those dark sins, man. All right. In verse 20, back to Sirach chapter 1, verse 26, it says, "If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee." All right. Hey, if you desire wisdom, man, keep the commandments of the Lord. He's going to give it unto thee, man. All right. Yeah. Read verse 26 again. It says, Sirach chapter 1, verse 26, "If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight," man. All right. So, hey, to fear the Lord, that's the beginning of wisdom, man. That's the root. That's the root of wisdom, to fear the Lord. All right, it says, "Distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart," man. All right, you can't come to the Lord with a double heart, man. All right, because a double-minded man, he's unstable in all of his ways, man. Your foundation is not solid. All right, your foundation is made on sand. All right, in time of Jacob's trouble, and your foundation and you yourself, you're gonna be blown away, man. Walked all over on because it's just sand, man. All right. Yeah, I was gonna get it in James chapter 1 and verse 8, but I just quoted it, man. I just quoted. All right, a double-minded man he's unstable, man. All right. Verse 29 says, "Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so Yahweh Shem Yahushua discover thy secrets, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to fear of the Lord, to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit, man. All right, so Yahweh Shem Yeshua, he can expose you, man. All right, and it says, exalt not thyself, man. All right, we're supposed to be abased, man, and let Yahweh Shem Yeshua exalt us, man. You know, don't exalt yourself. Let Yahweh Shem Yeshua exalt you, because he's gonna exalt you in due time. All right, because the Lord timing is perfect, man. All right. So I just wanted to just touch on that chapter, man, because I feel like it was a Yapa chapter, man. I kind of went quick, but I'm gonna close out with this. The book of John. John chapter 8 and verse 12, it says, Then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. All right, hey, so we follow Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, we're going to be walking in light, man. We're not going to be walking in darkness and how we was walking in the world, man. All right, we're not still smoking blunts, still getting lineups. All right, still shaving our heads, shaving our beards. All right, we're not having sex with other men's wives. All right, we are becoming a new man. We put off that old man. All right, so I just wanted to touch on the chapter of Sirach, or Ecclesiastes chapter 1. You know, I just wanted to go through that, pull some precepts, and hey, Lord willing, this video is edifying to elect brother and sister. I'm gonna close out, give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh Shai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles of El's great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. To the next lesson, I say Shalom. Moaf, La Babal, death to America.